Thursday the 20th of February is here. Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. Whenever you are listening, it might be the morning, it might be the afternoon, evening, or it might be 3 years in the future, who knows. But thank you very much for being here today. Another 5 questions ready to go. Now I know I said at the end of yesterday's recording and I had 2 board game questions in here, but I have rejigged Thursday and Friday's quizzes, so I don't have 2 board game questions. I don't know how I've done that, to be fair. But yeah, so you got 1 board game question today and 1 board game question tomorrow. So I've made sure to rejig it. There's another clip as well in a little while, question number 5. So make sure you've got your listening ears switched on for that. But yeah, thank you again. I've been saying this all week, but thank you so much for sharing your scores on Quiz Hub on JDQ. Just looking as I'm recording these, I record these on a batch on Friday. But as I'm recording them, more and more scores are being added to the daily leaderboard where people are playing them on Friday. So it is really good, and it's surprising me as well. The fact that I did have this fear that the top 10 was just going to be dominated of 5 out of 5s, but it's not. And it just goes to show that there is a complete mix of questions that sometimes it will all fall into place and you'll know all of the answers, or it'll be a very tricky quiz that you might not know them. So but the averages look really good. I mean, you know, just looking at the averages here, I mean, for the likes of like Jan and Richard, 4.17, Martin and Carolyn are on 4, an average of 4. Team Memento have got 4, Sir Alan Jackson as well with 3.9, you know, so the averages are there. And it's really good to show, really good to see as well, and you get to see your own averages in your profiles as well. So thank you so much for embracing JDQ and embracing the Quiz Hub as well. And it just goes to show as well, I did promise that by February I would have that leaderboard up and running, and along with a few late nights and a few headaches, I managed to achieve that. So, you know, I will keep adding things and keep making JDQ stand out among the other kind of quizzing podcasts. But thank you very much for helping me head towards that goal of being in the top 100 podcasts as well. Today then, as I said before, we've got a board game question. There's a true or false, there's a pop question in there, there's a science question, and there's also another clip for you as well, but we'll get to those shortly. Let's get going. Make sure you've got your pens at the ready or your brains are switched on and in gear. Let's go. Here it is, Thursday the 20th of February. Question number 1. Which classic board game sees players going head to head, shouting out coordinates in the hopes of getting a hit? So which classic board game sees players going head to head, shouting out coordinates in the hopes of getting a hit? I mean, not a music hit, obviously. That would be... Actually, that might be quite a good board game, actually. Question 2 today. True or false? Candy floss was invented by a dentist. So true or false? Candy floss was invented by a dentist. Question number 3. The pop group Aha are from which Scandinavian country? I've narrowed it down to a region of the world for you. You still got a few choices though. Yeah, the pop group Aha are from which Scandinavian country? Aha. Question number 4. Which chemical element has the symbol Cu? Cu. Which chemical element has the symbol of Cu? And your final question then today, it's another clip. Take a listen to this.
Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken.
I'll give it another listen. Here we go. Here it is again.
Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken.
And again, same as yesterday, quite simply, who is that speaking? Yeah, so whose voice is that you just heard? And there we go. That is your 5 questions for today. So I'll be back with the answers then in just a moment's time. So make sure you've got them written down or they're locked into your brain. No cheating once the answers have been given and you claim to, oh, I had that one. Yeah, I had that one. But make sure you've got your answers written down or locked in. And I'll be back after Dave and his 5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, there we go. Time is up. No more writing down. It's like in exam conditions. No more writing. That's it. You are finished now. Whatever you've got is whatever you've got. Let's see how you got on with the answers then for today. Question number 1 for you was this: which classic board game sees players going head to head, shouting out coordinates in the hopes of getting a hit? It is Battleships. What a great game. Number 2, true or false, candy floss was invented by a dentist? It is true. The gentleman, in fact it was 2 of them, as a dentist named William Morrison joined forces with a confectioner by the name of John C. Wharton, and when it was originally created it was called fairy floss. Yeah. But yes, so the dentist, maybe he sort of wasn't getting much business and decided, if I invent candy floss, then more people will need dental checkups. That's my theory anyway. But yeah, so it is true. Number 3, the pop group Aha! From which Scandinavian country? They are from Norway. Yeah, true. It is Norway. Number 4, which chemical element has the symbol Cu? It is copper. And number 5, that clip.
Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken.
So yeah, who was that speaking? It was Dame Judi Dench. So there we go. That's your 5 questions. Tot your scores up. How have you got on today? Your tiebreaker question for today is this. In the song 7 Years by Lucas Graham, what is the total of all of the ages mentioned in the song? I.e., one of the lines might be, once I was X years old. So he mentions lots of ages. Remember, as I said at the beginning of the week, all of the tiebreakers, the answers are going to be below 1,000. But yeah, in the song 7 Years by Lucas Graham, what is the total of all of the ages mentioned in the song? I.e., once I was 7 years old. So there you go. You've got at least 7. As always, nearest to it gets the point. If you are using it to separate your teams, don't forget, if you are playing on Quiz Hub and you want to enter your scores, you have to have a tiebreaker answer. And that answer then in 3, 2, 1 is 508. Oh yeah, because he goes through the full repertoire up to 21. Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me. I'm trying to think how I did have it written down, but I can't think how high he goes up to. Where does he go up to? Yeah, I'll have a look afterwards and remind myself to mention it on tomorrow's podcast. But there we go. That is all of your questions then and answers for today. Remember, do let me know how you got on. Stick your scores on Quiz Hub or share them with me on social medias. Let me know how you got on. So I am back for one final quiz next tomorrow for you. Not next week. I've got one more final quiz for you for this week. A musical question. There is a TV. There is a board game. There is a languages question. And another TV question. I may fix that, or I might just leave it actually, because one of those TV questions is a bit confusing, so I might leave it as it is. But yeah, thank you very much for playing along today. I will be back tomorrow with another 5. I will see you all soon. As always, for me, take care, stay safe.